Hi there, welcome back to Build-A-Stitch. I'm going to set up another chain and just kind of do a couple more, similar to yesterday's, but a little. I'm going to turn the diamond on this other side and see what that looks like, and we'll do an Algerian eyelet for the other one. Just about forgot to loop that. Sometimes the hardest thing to figure out is how to hold it. Now that I'm up here in this corner, it's like, where should my hand be? And what's the easiest way to hold this? Go. Did not follow my curve very well, I don't think. Oh well, it's a little bit wonky today. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to do the diamond and a diamond again, but we're going to orient it the other direction because this is nice, but we could, if we want height, flip it the other way. Let's see what that looks like. So I'm just going to kind of, especially since my curve is a little bit all over, I want it to be about there is the highest point. So, and I'm going to go up from the bottom to start this just because then I think I can get the orientation better. These last two are a little bit too tall. I'm going to pull those back a little. I don't unsew very often, but that was more asymmetrical than I was hoping, so. Maybe split that difference. Let's go there. I think that'll be better. There we go. That's a lot better. Much, much better. Okay, so we've got our little square or diamond there. And then we want to go up above it. The dogs are being energetic. There we go. So, there that is. And I feel like this is kind of like this one yesterday, that it just needs a little bit more with it. So, the question is, what does it need with it? It's diamond. It's interesting. I don't think I've ever done that orientation before. It might have been easier if I'd put it on its side to stitch it. But either way, that looks fine. Let's just do simple. Let's just do some French knots. And I'm going to do 3. Don't know why, just am. Turn it a little bit loose. Okay, I'm making these really big. Wasn't really my original intent, but that's okay. They will still look good. There we go. Okay, let me tie that off. And then I'll pop it there so you can see it. Hopefully I just got a battery warning, so hopefully. Okay, there we go. So I would not make those French knots quite that big again, but other than that, it's kind of fun. And it gives lots of different textures between the French knots and the chain and the straight stitches. You've got a lot of different textures going on there. Okay, so I'm going to draw one more curve here. Trying to do this one a little bit better than that last one. We'll see. That'll be better. So when I draw these, they're just really kind of suggestions. I'm not going to be super worried about them. Like making sure that I'm right on them or anything like that. Like, I just don't want to do really wonky things like that. just having a hard time holding this for some reason today. It just feels really awkward in my hand. Okay, there we go. And then for this one, we're going to do the eyelet this time. So it's going to be like this, except that for the eyelet, start in the center and go out for all of the stitches. So they're going to be small. And I like to always establish my axes first. So I'll do the top and then back into the middle. But the hardest part is avoiding that knot. There we go. You can, if you want, poke a hole in the middle there so that it's easier. And these are tiny. These stitches are like 1/8 of an inch long, just to give you some perspective on that. And I could just stop with the little plus sign there if I wanted to, but I'm going to keep going. And I always do the opposite sides together. It's just a habit that I have. I don't know if it really makes a difference, but that's what I like to do. And this one. Come on. There. Okay, so there's a little eyelet, and so you can see how different that is than this one. I did it really small, but now you could almost make that into a spider if you wanted. A little insect of some kind. Okay, and then I'm going to just add the 2 little straight stitches on either side because I liked them on the other one. For whatever reason, I think they kind of finish it. So, there we go. A couple of different ways to do those. So I'm going to stop there for today. Have a fantastic rest of your day.